I've never seen it.
We're here with Jono Zalay.
Hey,
Jono, have you rewritten something for this before?
this is my first script.
Yeah. I remember you being one of the most frequent attendees to the podcast who has not rewritten anything before.
Yeah, no, it's always been on my to-do list as where I was like, oh yeah, I should actually do one of these things, but that's homework, you know. So it's
Right.
It's like it took an actual thing to promote where I was like, I should do the work.
Yeah. Yeah, that's I can really pigeonhole people into having a desire.
Yeah,
I don't know if your marketing plan is strong.
yeah. No. It's just
With the way the ether works now, I think you always got to be writing scripts.
Yeah.
no.
On this podcast in particular.
Listen, I've been in the WGA since 2018, and I have not written a single.
You know, it used to be it used to
Great
be
health insurance.
WGF, right?
Yeah.
But they got sued by the World Wildlife Foundation.
Get out of here, Kyle.
Wild life.
You know what? We'll start
Guiled.
the podcast now. Also here with Shane Torres. Shane,
Thanks
it's
for,
good
what
to
are
have
you
back.
promoting? That's the thing we should.
No.
Oh,
I
yeah.
cut that out for time.
He'll promote that. I have an album coming out next month.
Congrats. What's
Thank
it called?
you. Beat Life to Death.
Jesus Christ.
I saw.
Good thing you changed it to life instead of wife.
Take my life, please.
It's just somebody with a gun and you're on your
No,
knees.
unfortunately, I'm stealing that as my next album title. I think that'll be hard to say's audio album version will be "Take My Life, Please."
Yeah. I want every album of mine to also sound like it could be something for new metal.
Do you have? You
Take
had
my
a,
life into two pieces.
Didn't you take my life into pieces? This is my first
Last divorce.
resort.
This is my first. Suffocation, no breathing. Don't give a fuck if she hears me snoring.
One of this is such a crazy thing. With someone in my family is like a college football player at a very small school, and I remember my uncle.
I love you were like Notre Dame.
A very bad school at football.
yeah.
And one of the funniest things was like, and I don't think this is doxing or anything, but one of his relatives goes, you know who goes to his school and plays football? The son of a guy in a band. What is the band who sings that song called?
Papa Roach.
Papa Roach. And he goes, and then he was like, I haven't looked that band up. It's like my dad's brother, like older guy. He's like, but everyone says they got a pretty good song.
My friend is in Rise Against. Actually, I'm friends with a few of those guys, but like they're on tour with them right now, opening. And he goes, I watch them, and every time I watch them, I go, oh shit, that's their song too. So they're like one of those bands that
They've kind of like injected 5 other singles.
they've been like, so there's that song that
Right.
but then there's like definitely like, if you saw like early 2000s horror movie, they probably had something on that sound.
sure,
you know,
sure,
like
yeah.
and he was just like, it's crazy.
Like the
'Cause
early
he's been in-
Final Destinations,
Yeah.
they might have been the credits music or something like that.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, and then he was like, and he's been in like this band for 20 years, but he was in Gwar for a while. He
Oh,
was
really?
he's in a bunch of
that's
cool
really
bands.
cool.
Like he's done a bunch of cool different things.
Seems nice.
Yeah.
Kid plays college football.
Yeah,
All-American family.
But he's just
He
like,
was an All-American
It's
Rejects.
fun to make fun of them, but
Oh, yeah. Well,
That song is just so on the nose for how we all really convinced ourselves we wanted to feel at that age.
yes, and he like the singer has a good sense of humor about it.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
from what I'm told, he's very like when he sees people eating a Snickers and just listening to that song on Instagram, he's like, this is hilarious.
It is a product of the time. It's
Yeah.
not something that aged poorly or anything. But
And
it
he has a
definitely
sense of
shows
humor
decade,
about it. So
right?
he's like, yeah. I was very sincere when I wrote this.
Of course.
You
I
know?
mean, like that's like I have a whole I did Tom's podcast to defend your band about the Offspring.
Yeah.
Which like it captured a time
Yeah.
that was a stupid time, but like
Well, you were supposed to be 40.
yeah, like when you're
Like, if you were 45 at the time that band came out and
Yeah.
you liked it a lot,
That's where
That red
I
flag.
think it's
Yeah,
a time
yeah.
that is sort of also like welcomed at karaoke now.
yeah, because it's like, oh yeah, we're fine. We're together once a month, maybe. Let's all get drunk and sing
Yeah.
"Smash It Up."
Yeah.
I mean, like I wonder if they're all on like classic rock stations now.
If you're on the radio, you are classic.
That's really all that's left at this point. I do think. Well, I always thought classic rock would end with 1989, like the year. First, I thought it would be 79. Growing up, you're like the 80s music is different. It's and then they added the 80s to all of it, and then they added Nirvana and the 80s to all of it, and now it's Nirvana and Pearl Jam and Pearl Jam.
Pearl Jam.
That's the reggae.
You haven't seen my cover band Bob Jamley? The Bob Marley cover of any Pearl Jam song, just trying to do the vocalization would be incredible.
Such a funny idea.
But they like added those two bands, and that's sort of what now is classic rock.
Yeah.
Is Pearl Jam.
Anything
Nirvana,
that was on the radio for a decade is eventually turns into classic.
And U2 is. Yeah. Although I guess U2, would you consider them 80s or 90s? I'd say 90s. Is that when Joshua Tree came out? It doesn't matter.
80s.
Yeah, late 80s, early 90s.
And I think Octoon Baby was the one that really cracked them open, and that was the 80s. But like, I saw Pearl Jam maybe this year, the summer, and the opening band, like, I knew somebody who worked for them, and they got me. I went with some crew from the opening act, right? And we were hanging out, and I go, "Oh man," I haven't seen these guys in like 25 years.
Yeah.
And the security guy goes, "Whoa." And I go, "What?" He goes, "I'm 25." No. I was like, "What?" And he was like, "Yeah." And I was like, I was depending on this guy to like get me in, give me free tickets and stuff. It's like, am I just like a sad old unk now?
Yeah. Oh, Shane is unk.
Shane is, we are all unk.
Tonight, we are unk.
I saw them.
You haven't seen Funk?
I saw the format, the singer from that guy's first band.
No. That is the Format Singer's second band.
Fun, right?
Yeah. We're not allowed to refer to the Format as the guy from Fun's earlier work.
That's fair, yeah.
I take like wild leave of faith. I love the Format.
I saw them. They did 2 shows at the Beacon. I saw one of them. I bawled my eyes out. I went with my friend Cherith, and I started like, I put my buddy Andy on FaceTime when they played On Your Porch. Mm-hmm. And then she just like, I was like showing him, and we were like, like singing or whatever, and then I looked over and my friend Cherith was just like with her phone.
Look at Shane's emotion.
I like, here's a good...
I'm sad again. I feel free.
When someone is like, I'm capturing a good memory of you, and also this is blackmail.
Yeah.
It's somewhere in between those two things right there. Shane, have you seen this movie? Have you seen this movie? No, because that's the answer to the movie.
Yeah.
Have you seen Rocky Horror Picture Show before?
I have, yeah.
You have?
Yeah.
I just watched it for the first time last night.
Did you really?
This is the first time in the history of this podcast.
Isn't it an amazing movie?
Yes, it's incredible.
It's like really visually, you're like, you watch it and you're like, what a brain.
Yeah.
Yeah, like.
Isn't that how they, and I don't want to spoil anything for Jono and before we ask what it is, but that's how they refer to it, right? So the transgender, the capital T, is the planet or the galaxy that they're from. I mean, sorry.
I'm trying
spoilers.
to. I'm like, I saw it. I've seen it a few times, and I saw it fairly recently, and I was like, just kind of mesmerized. I was like watching it in a different way. I was like, look how like cool they made this look in the 70s. Yeah, like
it was the. I was getting. I did not look up too much about it, other than like what I had. Absorbed through the ether or whatever, and I thought like late 70s, early 80s was the but I think it was the 70s. I think eventually it was like
it was the 70s, I think, and
I did not like
I have all the information about it, and I'm not offering anything up.
I did not look up anything about like what the planet. I kind of conceptualize them as from a different dimension almost.
Yeah, well, I'm interested to know what you're bringing into this, because this is sort of our ease into our like spooky season trifecta of episodes that we'll have, and we'll get into that.
Season.
Yeah. Doesn't it sound like something you got to do now? It sounds like something Target would also do.
Yeah. No. Well, like, yeah, you have to brand everything completely.
I have
Spirit Halloween's never seen it.
Well, that is how we're actually ending the podcast, and I'm letting a Christmas store take it over. But this is our first one here for like the October sort of like because this isn't a scary movie, but it is a horror movie, and there's
it's
some
horror
violent
right
parts.
in the name.
Yeah. Well, then and by that, this is a boxing movie. If that's how you qualify what movie, just the titles themselves. This says Rocky right in there.
I thought about it. I thought about including Rocky.
What? So okay. So you said
It's also a Stone Temple Pilots song. Lady Picture Show.
Oh, there we go.
All right, peace, Scott.
Everything that you think, or not everything, but like you think you're like different dimensions. Is what you're bringing into this? I'm interested. Like,
No,
what you...
there's nothing in the script about a different dimension, but that is how I thought of them.
Okay.
So you're saying there's nothing in your script about
Right,
dimensions.
exactly.
Like you thought about these people are from a different. Yeah. Okay.
So that's crazy. You had a pretty correct thought that you then did not translate to the thing you actually made.
Yeah,
No.
which is which is like
which is the whole idea.
Yeah.
which if I
Yeah.
which is like trust your gut sometimes.
I mean, I did think of I remember when I was planning out the script, I was like, oh, maybe they'll be from a different dimension. That's kind of how I think of their vibes. And then last night at 1 a.m. when I was like, I got to get to sleep, I was like, just get it out. Let's just finish the script.
I had lofty goals for Kyle's thing, but then remembered I actually had to do it.
Well, all of my best work ever since college has been at 1 a.m. the night before it's due.
Yeah.
So that's that.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
I've seen you many times just writing in a notebook before you go and been like, fuck it.
Well,
they're
do it
getting the
live.
Zono effect.
Well,
And I want to say before it's the planet is transsexual. I don't want to have like the weird, like the wrong term. But they're. We'll talk about the movie and what it actually is about after the script.
Well, it's 3 straight, mostly white guys. We should probably be the people to explain.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gender. Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We'll at least be the ones to tell everyone what to think.
Yeah.
This is the.
Wow, you're starting with the N-word.
Why did you write "written in Austin"? Okay, so that's kind of what you want to preface. Cast it however you'd like.
okay. Which one of you wants to be the gal?
I don't, it's
The Susan
I'll be
Sarandon.
Susan Sarandon. That's fine.
Okay.
Well, actually, let me be here because we have the same birthday.
Okay.
So-
There. Wow.
Yeah.
Shane
Well, if this
trivia
next guy's
here.
not Joan Rivers or Kanye West, I'm not playing him.
All right,
It's like me,
so-
Susan Sarandon, and Pontius Pilate.
How does they have Pontius Pilate's birthday?
I just got told that once, and I believed it. I was 14, and I've been riding with it ever
I
since.
hacked his email.
He also opened a ping pong bar where Comedy Club used to be.
Pontius Pilate ping pong place.
Well, no, Susan Sarandon owns the bar where
Oh,
Caroline's
that's right,
is.
Caroline's.
Yeah, and it's a ping pong club.
Is it
Wait,
actually
really?
a functional ping pong club? I remember
Yeah, or
hearing
bar-
that.
yeah,
it actually opened. That's
Yeah.
so funny.
I was
it's actually
just already-
a Hollywood sex cabal.
I was picturing Pontius Pilate being his place.
I'm shaking my head. You can't see it, but I'm shaking
Try the
my head.
Pontius paddle. It's the best paddle in the game.
That's when they spanked Jesus.
It's just Paul Bettany whipping himself over his back with it like this.
There's one big red circle on its back. It looks like he went cupping therapy in one spot.
Okay, so I'll be Susan, or no, you'll be Susan. I'll be Clark. Is there anyone else to cast here?
Yes, but I'll
can
do
cast as we
the
go.
I'll do the other voices. I guess there's only a few others.
Okay.
Um,
Can I say I appreciate the amount of length you put into this script because
Okay.
I think when I wrote one, it was I think it was like maybe a cover page.
What
in
also
3
hurt
sentences.
yours, Shane, was I printed front and back. And so it came out with not needing.
Well, you were on a
staple.
tighter budget.
Yeah. I couldn't do this front only shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can cast.
What
the
am
rest
I
as they
made of
come up.
money?
I am. I'm printing it out. Everyone's caught me. Yeah. Whenever you're ready, Jono. And if anything else comes up, casting or anything, you just do it as we go.
okay. So yeah, I like I said, I have not seen this movie. I've only seen the vibes of it, and that is like this is what I thought genuinely kind of could have happened. All right. Exterior, windy road through the woods, night. Susan Sarandon and Clark Kent. Two archetypal, normal, God-fearing white Americans are driving through the night sometime in the late 70s, early 80s. En route to visit their families in a small town, and the next morning, go to church. Clark, a man who could be mistaken for the famous metahuman hero Superman, if not for his clumsy aw shucks demeanor, spots a small building up ahead.
Hey, look, Susan, a small community theater. And by the looks of their marquee, it's open mic night.
Oh, I don't know, Clark. Why is there a theater out in the middle of nowhere? Something's not right about this.
I know I'm normally not this strong-headed, but I know you've been dying to try comedy. You've been working on that bit about how Hillary Clinton would be a worse president than Donald Trump. It's hilarious. If you don't try it now, decades before they're viable candidates, how will anyone know you're joking?
Oh, all right. You're a man, and as a traditional American woman, I'm going to listen to you. A strong, if mild-mannered human man.
Interior, community theater, night. Clark and Susan walk into the theater. It's empty, save from a bucket atop a table on the stage. Beside it, there's a small pieces of paper and a sign that reads, "Put your name in the bucket." Everything is totally normal. Susan puts her name in the bucket. The second the paper hits the bucket, a booming, ominous laughter is heard over the God mic. A disco ball drops from the ceiling. Howling ex-theater kids dance into the room with a look on their eyes that says, "This open mic is about to be anything but normal."
Oh, no. We've made a huge mistake.
The laughter continues until the person holding the God mic is seen descending the stairs. It's the voice of a man, but defying all morality. He's in women's makeup and a pearl necklace and fishnet stockings. As they get closer, it is revealed to be Tim Curry in his famous drag character, Timothée Chalamet.
Dear God. This is no stand-up open mic. It's
musical improv.
Let's get out of here, Susan, before it's too late.
It's already too late. Once your name is in the bucket, you're stuck here till the end.
Your name is in the bucket.
The community theater players surround them, donning extravagant costumes that make them look like extras on the set of a movie mashup of Mad Max, Logan's Run, Dracula, and Star Wars. There is no coherent theme or logic to their appearance, other than being very horny. Igor, a man in an old-timey servant suit and bald cap, but also still long silver streaming hair, takes the normies and handcuffs them to the side of the stage.
Who are you? Why are you dressed like that?
Dressed like what? A freak?
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Did you hear that, my pretties? We are freaking them out. We're melting their normal, straight, white minds. It should also be noted that everyone in the freaky improv troupe is also extremely white. Susan and Kent stare into each other's eyes. This is possibly the last moment they'll share before they are forever changed. Being subjected to musical improv against one's will was classified as torture by the Geneva Convention. And both victims scan their surrounding area for a sharp object they could use to quickly escape, or even better, kill themselves. Hit it, girls! A jazzy show tune melody starts playing, and the singers start belting out lyrics. These singers are not girls. They are an indiscriminate gender, a shiny sequin dystopian couture, subverting proper society at every turn.
This is the future liberals want.
17 minutes pass. The song is still going.
Jesus Christ. How long is this fucking song? Did Meatloaf write it twice?
Meatloaf bursts through the door to begin a whole new verse. He is a normal Meatloaf clothing and hair. He fits right in. Everyone seems to agree this whole scene has kind of a Meatloaf vibe. Let's do the time warp again. As if on cue, the freaks in the theater troupe all throw plastic sporks at the stage. They scream, "Excelsior!" Excelsior! In unison before snorting like pigs.
This is the kind of thing cults do, if cults were a little stupid.
One more time! The song begins again.
Susan, this might sound a little crazy, but hypothetically, if I had the ability to shoot lasers out of my eyes, would you want me to laser you through the face and then laser myself so we can escape this and meet again in the kingdom of heaven?
Clark, you're losing your mind. Miracles aren't going to save us. Only I can save us. Timothy!
The record scratches to a halt. Yes?
I put my name in the bucket, right? So isn't it my turn to sing a song?
The theater troupe gasps. Timothy looks and moves his eyes nervously. You're not too freaked out to sing a song?
Nope. And I know just the tune.
Igor.
Igor.
I can't read my own writing. Igor unchanged Susan. She walks over to the DJ and whispers in his ear. A few seconds later, the unmistakable chords of Lee Greenwood's "God Bless
Why
the
not?
USA" come through the speaker. No! I'm melting! That's Igor. Shouldn't have done all these voices. The sequin lingerie-clad improvisers fall onto the ground and begin writhing in pain, and not the kind of pain writhing they like, as sick freaks.
Yes, Susan, they can't withstand the patriotism.
And I'm proud to be an American. Well, at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died and gave the right to me.
Please stop! It's our kryptonite! Clark gives a wry grin. No one notices. I can't stand it! Someone save me! Just then, a hunk wearing nothing but gold Speedos bursts through the door. It is, you guessed it, a young Mike Pence. Who definitely was a young hunk at one point before he got whatever gay conversion therapy they use in the Manchurian Candidate, a movie I also have not seen. So he could later run for office. I'll save you! Mike Pence scoops Tim Curry into his strong arms, carries her to safety. With the freaky improvisers still incapacitated. Susan is able to free Clark, and they walk comfortably towards the door. As they do, a Polaroid camera drops down from the ceiling and takes their photo. A keepsake for the visiting performers. Susan grabs the picture.
Well, that's about all ever need of this Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Takes
The
its
end.
toll, but listen closely.
Not for very much longer.
First, we're gonna get flagged for this, so I'm just gonna let it play for a minute. I let it play at all. We're getting flagged, so fuck it. The music is so good in the movie.
Yeah.
I have, Jono, you had a jarring amount of details correct.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
I need to ask you a lot of things. First,
Superman is in it. Superman is in the movie.
No,
Another
really? Is he
line.
really?
No.
Okay.
give you lots of applause. Great script. Thank you so much. Do you know Meatloaf is in it?
No.
Meatloaf is in the movie.
Okay.
Not only that, he enters a little ways in a funny way.
Okay.
That was an exact. I thought there were jokes.
And he
in here.
does kind of weirdly.
I mean, like I said,
He does weirdly kind of contrast with them.
Oh, does he really?
Yeah,
yeah,
it's not too
'cause
much
he's
of a
not-
spoiler
okay.
to just be like he's more of like a party punk biker
Biker
guy.
guy,
He's like
yeah.
a biker.
Yeah.
They
Okay.
actually have a song
Well, they're
about
still
how
like
he's into weird porn and motorcycles.
Yeah,
It's the
but there's like
song.
weird, he's still like leather clad and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. But I don't know how to be. He seems like a cis entrance into a non-cis normative party.
Okay.
But he's great, and it's Meatloaf, and it's a perfect thing for him, and he sings a song. But that's
that's the whole-
exactly sort of how he enters here.
Okay.
It's Eddie. Is he Eddie in
Yeah.
the movie? Yeah.
Yes, I generally thought because I just like vibes based. Like,
Oh, of course.
it's just like, oh yeah, this is a very Meatloafy type
Kind
of
of Jim,
show.
like big, like weird, like like
like long and performative,
Yeah.
narrative-based, song-based
Sitting-
culture.
Yeah.
It
Losing
was
your mind.
when he leaves the movie. You do listen to 3.5 minutes of a Yankees announcer. Why did he put that in the song? Do you feel? Well, I'm gonna ask that in a little bit. But yeah, you kind of nailed. I thought I'd seen this movie. I think I tried to go once and it didn't happen to one of the showings because it's one of those fun, performative, crowd interactive showings.
Right.
So I watched it last night and I loved it. You know what? We should take a break and then we'll talk about Rocky Horror.
Okay.
They are. The song is about it. He's from the planet transsexual in the galaxy of Transylvania. It's the galaxy. Did I say galax?
so what's wild is that neither of us were like, you mean Gallic? Like we were just like,
Galax. Galager, if you will. Meatloaf is in it. You really. So I told you I watched it first. I loved this. I thought it was so much fun. it's fun to watch a movie where people have these large interactive viewings and guess where the interactivity was with like Bailey, who's seen it a bunch and has been to these. It's very, very fun. It actually, something I adore when movies do is get right the fuck into it. And also sort of address that it's a movie. And lots of times musicals are a little bit slower to get going on this. But this is, you were not wrong. It is raining. It is raining. They show up to a thing. It is not an open mic at a church. It is simply a castle where a party is happening. But they literally are like, oh, we have to walk here.
And they are like white bread, like waspy.
He looks like Clark Kent, and it is. You knew it was Susan Sarandon, right?
Yeah, I knew it was Susan Sarandon. I'd seen like them. Like I feel like I've seen like 30 seconds of this movie at like 2 different places. And so I like thought like, oh, is Superman in this? Was like as my child brain processing seeing it on TV. I was like, oh, that's not actually Superman. That's just some guy who looks like Clark Kent.
Barry Bostwick is his name, and the character is named Brad Majors. So I mean, it's fucking it's the
not
porn star
far,
name of Clark Kent.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah. Brad Majors.
It is exactly like. I just found it to be so good, and it's like a tongue-in-cheek and meta a little bit. And,
but it's also like it's so sexualized, right?
Yeah.
Like,
oh my god! I
like
was
even
shocked.
the nerd, like it's ahead of the curve in the way of like the Brad Majors character is like the sexy next door dad type or whatever.
Yeah.
Like. And
he's not like
she's
a
purified
Revenge of the
virgin.
Nerds type of nerd. He's
There's
like
even
he has an
lesbian-
8-pack.
Yeah. It's just very they hit all the genre, like whatever your type is. They kind of they find this like
anything you'd be into is in this movie. From like the range of like Susan Sarandon, which is just very traditional, like hot woman. Everyone is in their underwear at some point.
to like a bear like Meatloaf.
Meatloaf is even like the hottest, by far the hottest you've ever seen Meatloaf.
They
Like
glam
there's
him
no
up.
world where they don't even try and say like you aren't as attractive. He's just a different hot. Everyone's
it's very
a different
positive
hot.
in that manner.
It's super positive. I really, really, I was like, when I watched it, I'm like, I'm gonna have fun watching this. I adored it. It was much, much more like explicitly sexual than I thought it was going to be.
Ooh,
I thought it was going to be there's a lot of innuendo, but anytime there's an innuendo, they're like, oh, is that they're like acknowledging it.
Okay.
They're not trying to slide something by
It's
a censor.
very tongue in
They're
cheek.
in on the joke. That's fun.
And there's not trying to like sneakily make this into a movie everyone can see.
Yeah.
They made the movie.
Yeah, it's not like the it's not like there's a dick in the Little Mermaid if you watch it.
No, that sounds like something that Tim Curry's character would say in this before the Little Mermaid even came out. It's incredible performance from Tim Curry.
Oh, yeah.
The wildest riz anyone has ever had.
Yeah.
Like it is. The charisma is out of control.
Right.
It's
couple of moments.
It's like if Megan Rapinoe had scored 8 goals in the World Cup. Just full
no
on, like,
one can fuck with
me,
what's
fuck
happening.
with me. Yeah.
And do you mind if I tell you a little like what the plot actually is? Because this shocked me. It's a Frankenstein movie.
Oh, is it? Is that
Tim
why
Curry
that
plays
Igor
Dr.
guy?
Frankenfurter. There is an Igor guy, and he makes a character named Rocky Horror. And that is the Frankenstein. And Rocky Horror is Atlas, essentially. Even sleeps under like a stained glass of Atlas with the world on his back. He's a gorgeous blonde, like wrestler-looking white
he's very
body.
I think that's the Mike Pence character I was going. So I've seen like
a hot blonde, typical.
like someone in that skimpy Speedo who's just perfect.
Yeah. Just leaned out.
Yeah.
Right, like the one character in what was it there, the Guardians of the Galaxy they were trying to meet?
Adam Warlock. That's
Warlock.
a very similar vibe to this. This guy is like, and you could have convinced me this was a 70s porn star, that guy. It's like bad blonde haircut. Like, it was
super fucking fit.
So fit to where even in the movie, they're like, that guy's ripped. Like, they keep their songs about his muscles.
Yeah, well, it's also like it's weird. It's like he's ripped for the 70s. It's not even. Yeah, it's like it's not even like now when you look back, you're like this person was like movie attractive for that, and now you have like these flawless looking people. You're like, this guy's just. He's typable. You can play him at any point.
Yeah, he could have. This is.
They like to say he could have played in any era.
Yeah, he could be. Even now, he'd be like on Euphoria, and they'd call him hot. Yeah, like he's like that level of it. Everything. It was. There's only a couple. There's a couple moments where there's sort of like some. sexually forced situations under the guise of pretending to be someone else that doesn't feel very good to see, but is fine. Like it's not fine, but it's like it happens really quickly, and you're like, oh, I get that.
Of the things that are problematic in movies, this is
something had to not hold up, and this guy is evil.
Something had to not hold up as your next podcast.
Something, but and Frankenfurter is evil.
Yeah.
He's an evil guy,
but a hot evil.
so hot.
Yeah.
I mean, like everyone in this movie is in fishnets. Everyone in this movie is in heels. Everyone is hot all the time.
Yeah.
I remember
It's what you think LA is going to be like before you move.
exactly. I was talking about this with Bayless. I'm like, this movie is what the Midwestern scare of people being like, that's every coast.
It's the moral panic crowd.
Yes.
Like, it's like they're devil worshippers.
And you like watch this and you're like, well, if this is all you'd seen, I would see you thinking it's this. This wasn't trying to. This was trying to do that.
Yeah, like if you just showed them footage of Stamp Town.
This was. It was. I absolutely adored it. It wasn't. Everyone was fun. It's wildly. It doesn't go. It doesn't try and once again we're just three like cis white guys talking about a very like progressive important non-heteronormative movie, like one of the most important in that ever. So I'm sure there's better avenues for people to learn about the movie. When the movie ended, I was talking to Bailey about it, and I said, I don't think it's hyperbolic that this movie saved kids' lives.
Oh, right.
By kids, I mean like teenagers.
Yeah.
If you're a teenager and you are unsure of how you're feeling, or if you feel isolated or lonely in your sexuality, or even not even sexuality,
Just like whatever,
in
if
who
you're not
you
a
are,
fucking-
if you don't feel,
if you're not a Midwestern jock, and that's the kind of place.
and you see a giant celebration of being yourself, because there's also all ranges of this, where Dr. Frankenfurter has the whole song of being about a transvestite from transsexual in Transylvania. There's this massive spectrum of people in this movie of just like being weird together at a party.
Yeah, and also like even like to your point, like the Rocky like jock, they're like, this is flatter. Like this is a good thing. Like if you're so to your point of like the kid who may be like a little like dorky in high school or whatever, who doesn't know how to feel or be. Like they're not even necessarily negging the people that you would normally like. The joke isn't like this guy is awful because he has muscles. Like,
They don't. It isn't the Revenge of the Nerds flip sort of like a movie which maybe has aged worse than any movie that's ever existed.
Yeah, like
just sex crimes.
Even now, there's sex crimes, but also we're sort of like coming back around. We're like, well, the jocks wouldn't have ruined the world with AI. Like we're just like, maybe if that cross-eyed guy beat the guy from Honey I Shrunk the Kids up a little more, we'd all be in a little better place right now. Those guys.
I mean, it is great. Like the jocks will not have ruined the world with AI.
Yeah, maybe we swung too far in one direction when we all started letting.
Well, that's
two
not true.
pop
They
collars
just
be
didn't
cool.
build it. They just didn't build it, but we did give. AI, like AI and giving it to everyone is like giving a chimp a machine gun.
Yeah. You put enough chimps with machine guns in a room and they'll shoot Shakespeare. I could wax about like how this. I really earnestly am like, I feel like even through today, this is a
important film.
progressive, important feeling thing.
Yeah.
And
I mean, it probably
Speaks to its endurement.
someone who is processing like maybe gender dysphoria or like a different type of sexuality, the way that like tall quirky women were inspired by,
Or also people just not
what's
like
their
people being like,
face?
oh, this is fine.
Yeah.
Like straight people being like, whatever.
I am
Yeah,
here
like-
for like exactly. I really, really loved it. I thought it was really good. You breeze past the very obvious problematic 3 minutes right sort of smack dab in the middle. It's basically and do you mind a spoiler?
Go ahead.
Frankenfurter dresses up as Brad at one point and dresses up at Janet at one point to go meet the other one, and they're sleeping in separate rooms.
Okay.
And so he's like dresses as Brad and gets in bed with Janet, dresses as Janet, gets in bed with Brad, and then eventually sort of coerces both of them once they find out it's him, and then that is over, and you're just like. In my head, I was like, I knew there'd be like one thing.
Yeah.
I knew there was gonna be one thing, and it just kind of. I'm once again you know, I am who I look how I look, and I am who I am, so it's privileged and whatever for me to just be like, and then I just kind of was like, I figured that something like that would happen, and I loved the rest of the movie.
Yeah.
Rather than being like, I can't fuck this movie forever because of that 2 minutes. I was
Yeah,
just
well, like everybody who loves one battle after another right now, there at some point in 30 years, someone will be like, you know, Grandpa, there's a part in this movie that's not. Yeah. You know, maybe not for that because it was so good, but my point being.
yeah. Oh,
like,
yeah.
That
Great time. Don't want to spoil too much. It's like the perfect level of camp and earnest and practical effects, and then one computer generated effect that was the literal worst effect I've ever, the laser gun.
Oh,
Someone has a
vaguely
laser gun at one movie
no.
that I could, I mean, this is a technology thing, in 20 minutes today, make a 15 times better version of. And just using Keynote. or Zanga
yeah,
or
but
something.
it's also kind of fits
fits
perfectly with the
perfect.
movie though. Yeah.
Yeah, I
really
mean, camp
fun.
is the perfect way of like describing what I imagine is going on.
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
It's like it's very campy and fun, and harmless. Other than that one apparent scene that I've not seen.
Yeah, it came out in 1975. Tim Curry, Susan Sarandon, Barry Bostwick starred in this. Really, your script.
Hold on, this was the 50th year anniversary
Oh,
of that.
Oh
Fuck.
wow! I bet there's gonna be a 50th anniversary like
Around
showing.
now, maybe
Yeah.
literally this is something
Like
that could be
spooky
happening
season.
tonight, like
Let's
at Hollywood
do
Forever.
it.
This
Yeah.
feels like something that would be happening at Hollywood Forever.
That
for
and
sure.
SNL 50.
Wow, you know, Keenan's been on both for the whole time. Great time. Loved it. I'm sure this seems to persist and be important to people all of the time still. I'm sure this is a frequent cosplay con sort of energy. It is just like, I can't, I think it would be very fun to see with people. Part of me, because I've gone to showings of The Room,
Oh right.
and I have a lot of fun at them.
That tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I've seen it 2 times, I think, with groups. Once in college and then once like
Yeah,
but
yeah.
this is probably one of my more curmudgeonly takes. And I would imagine it would apply to this movie as well because there's also music in it. I think sometimes at these, we are all here interactive movie times. People try too hard to be the best. It's about me, like the main character energy
Yeah.
being someone from the crowd, and they try to win.
Yeah, that kind of energy of that, like,
I
look at me.
like I appreciate this the most, and this is my passion.
It is
Yeah,
a
and
lot
I
of
like-
like
and
I
like-
like it the most, you know. And once again, I'm
it.
doing the Republican move of inventing a thing to be mad at that I
Yeah.
think might be out there.
Yeah,
Right.
But
yeah,
I am
and-
just firmly like at showings of The Room. Some people throw spoons harder. Some people yell, "Oh, hello, Mark." Harder than everybody
Yeah.
else. Like
yeah.
they get
the Rocky
more.
Horror Picture Show definitely has that. Yeah, like, but any thing I've ever liked has that person. Like,
Oh yeah, I can't
like,
talk to people about Community without them liking it more than I did.
Yeah, like I went and saw Jawbreaker a couple weeks ago, and one person was like, making it like so much
Yeah.
more about like how punk.
I
was
need
like,
everyone
I
to
just
see
wanna
me having a
enjoy
better
this.
time.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
and it's like you exhaust me.
Yeah, but that's ultimately
Never
my
let
most
me sit
curmud-
next
that's
to you
like
on a plane.
One of my
what do they actually throw at the screen at the Rocky Horror one?
It's bread.
It's bread.
yeah.
Or
Spoons
toast.
is the
Spoons
the
is
room.
the room.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
and
what-
copies of albums by the band Spoon.
really.
They throw "Kill the Moonlight" at the screen. Only in Austin. They're from there. I love Spoon.
Yeah, they're great.
I like him more than anyone.
Spoon's a good band.
I immediately turned into that guy.
That's just the way we get by. Just
Well, I
the
like-
way we get by.
It is ultimately like what has to happen with any sort of fandom. And like I went to Joshua Tree to see Courtney Barnett, whom I adore. This musician.
Yeah.
And just on a whim, Bailey and I drove out to Joshua Tree. And if you can imagine a situation where fandoms will feel more entitled to an artist, it's a small show in Joshua Tree for a non-American artist. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
oh, I actually saw it. It's like you just hear people being like wanting to have known about something longer. Where I'm just like, I want everyone to like the stuff I like because then there might be more of it.
Yeah, I have like a very like we're just like it sounds so fun, but I feel like the people that are going to be at this are the most like
Right.
will ruin every bit of
of like genuine, like organic, like enjoyment.
Yeah.
Where it's
Like just they'll sing louder than everyone else right next to you. Yeah.
I really want, and people can chime in about this, and I'll cut a little bit of this out of us talking about it, but I do think it's like a interesting, fun conversation to have about fandom takeover and also fandom walling off or like gatekeeping, I guess a little bit of what
It's
it
like
is.
you can't appreciate like this like I can.
I have seen a lot of it relative to Chapel Roan recently. I've seen a lot. I think people just, and if I'm being something I've really tried to do is assume positive intent from people. And if someone is like, I like this in a special way, I think that you just spend so much, especially music and media you consume at home, especially alone, especially in your formative years. I think you're just really emotionally attached to a thing and maybe worried or concerned about it changing because of popularity or changing because of too many people being
but
involved,
that's
something
also
like that.
like nothing you have control
It's
over.
nothing you have control over. I think just, you know, if I'm alone and 15 and just like jacking off is what it sounds like I'm describing. If anyone else finds out about this one picture of Jenna Jameson. But I try and like, I want to be kind and give benefit of the doubt to people who are just sort of like, and maybe it comes from a place of insecurity or worry rather than it comes from a place of malicious sort of walling off.
Well, I think you can only appreciate Bad Bunny if you speak Spanish.
I'm going to watch Bad Bunny only at the halftime show, only know him from there, and pretend I'm his biggest fan.
That's why you.
I only saw Bad Bunny in the intro to the Turning Point USA halftime show. I found him through
That's
that
a
and
thing,
got
right?
into
Are
it.
they doing
I
that?
think so.
Let me write a script on that.
I'm here without you, but you're still on my lonely mind.
Yeah,
They probably would sing like Lee Greenwood at the Turning
I'm
Point
sure. I'm
one.
sure
We had
they'll
to sing
perform
that-
at it. He
we had to
claims
sing that at
be
Boy Scout
apolitical,
camp.
but he's certainly
Oh,
not.
yeah.
When I was at Boy Scout camp, they would make us do the national anthem and then that song and stand. But they would play it through in the woods.
Yeah.
The camp speakers. So you're not even. You're just up at your tent with no one within 10
Just
feet of you.
scaring raccoons and shit.
Yeah, just singing this at a bird that if you knew what type of bird it was, you'd get a circle.
Did you guys have "See You at the Pole" at your schools? That was like a prayer program where like kids would go to the
Like the
This is in
flagpole.
Texas?
yeah.
Oh,
And they go to
no.
the flagpole and like faculty. It was like very encouraged, but like faculty wouldn't like.
So it's not officially school sanctioned, so they could get around.
Yeah,
like, the
yeah.
whole
But like
prayer
very much
elements.
like I would do it
But
if I
some
could.
kid who
Yeah.
runs a club has a lot of teachers attending their sort of thing.
Yeah.
We had some
that
religious
guy-
groups like
shit,
that.
like just strict.
boy.
I remember one time they were praying and the tardy bell went off. And this Coach Bowman just walked in the middle of the circle and go, "Let's go! Christ doesn't want you to be late."
That's like a Sean Patton and English teacher energy line.
Yes, I love that.
We had a thing called RAD, which was like sort of we're not telling you have to go to this thing Wednesdays, but this thing on Wednesdays we will talk about. And I don't remember. I think it stood for Really Against Drunk Driving. No, I don't remember what it was.
But that was like what was fucked about those things is like you would like if you went to it, the teacher would be like, "I'll cut you some slack." You know?
Yeah,
Oh,
it
of
really
course.
like also it was such a what like you said, not required, but will be involved in the required areas.
Yeah. It's fucking. It's adjacent.
Yeah.
Fucking God damn it! I get so
right.
mad when I think about church in high school.
I mean, they're putting it into like
Yeah.
more than ever. It's somehow in 2025 they're like
Yeah.
instituting religious rule into public schools.
Yeah.
Crazy.
But for Islam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's the like the joke I have now is like they should have gay conversion therapy, but only if they convert to Islam.
All right.
damn
We're going
it.
to take our second break, and then we got a couple games. All right. We are back. I like to come back on, I've cut something out where I preface with "that's so funny." So people don't know what the funny thing we talked about was. All right. We're going to play a couple of games, and then we're going to get out of here. The first game that we're going to play today is called Before and Afters.
Ready to play before and afters.
How this works is two movies have been smashed into one. That was good harmonizing, guys.
Yeah.
Two movies have been
Yeah.
smashed together into one
Who are we,
movie.
Meatloaf?
I will read you the smashed together plot. You have to tell me the smashed together
Okay, I'm
title.
ready this one.
So, for instance, behind you on the board, we can see we have Smurf Ninjas, which would be Smurfs and Surf Ninjas put together into one. Wolf of Wall Street, Rocky Horror Picture Show could be put together.
there we go.
Rocky Horror Picture Best in Show, all these sorts of
Yeah.
things. They're not always one than the other. Sometimes it's a 1, 2, 1
Yeah.
in the
Yeah,
middle,
yeah.
whatever. Here we go. Our first one. Once I get it, all pulled up. Can't find the doc. Here we go. Number 1.
One battle after a smashing machine.
One battle after the others. Remember that Nicole Kidman movie?
One
The Others?
Battlestar Galactica after
Ooh.
another.
Yeah, we're on the right page.
Yeah. One battle bots after another. Although that was a show.
This is Bill Dwyer.
10 years after a contentious car ride from Chicago to New York, a cop must track back down a psychopathic killer who is back on the streets because of the abusive officer and ends up bumping into the killer at a bookstore where they attempt to stay friends without sex. This one's already pretty hard.
When
Was it when Inside Llewyn Davis met Sally?
Not quite.
What's the contentious
Winside
car?
Llewyn Davis met Sally. 10 years
one
after
more
a
time?
contentious car ride from Chicago to New York, a cop must track back down a psychopathic killer who's back on the streets because of the abusive officer and ends up bumping into the killer at a bookstore where they attempt to stay friends without sex.
Okay.
Harry.
Oh, I guess I was thinking of
right.
which car ride from.
I'm just having trouble like getting the
movie.
horror cop.
Yeah, the cop being the reason the killer's on the street.
That's so many cop movies.
Yeah.
The one where it's the cop's fault and it like eliminates
Yeah.
nothing from Guess Who. You don't even
Yeah,
flick one down.
Yeah.
Car ride from Chicago to New York.
I mean, we know what that
The cop
is.
must track back down.
That's
the
when Harry
psychopathic
met
killer,
Car ride from Chicago.
Oh,
to New
okay.
Yeah.
who is back on the streets because of the abusive officer and ends up bumping into the killer at a bookstore,
Killer at a bookstore.
where they attempt to stay friends without sex.
Can you give us a clue?
This is a bookended one. So first movie.
Oh, in the
second
middle.
movie.
Okay. So there's no overlap. So,
Where Harry and the Hendersons met Sally.
You're close. We're looking for When Dirty Harry Met Sally.
ah.
All right, next one. A man stakes claim to all of the drug trade in Miami, murdering anyone who stands in his way, while an FBI agent who tries to track him down goes so far as to undergo surgery to remove his face and replace it with the criminal's.
Scarface off.
Scarface Off is correct. All right, next one.
A little tiny toot.
Sorry, I thought I had to sneeze when I pulled it up. Next one. A real-life doll gets the chance to travel to the real world where they attract a rambunctious bioexorcist who, after repeating his name 3 times, appears and seems willing to help them out.
A real life doll travels to the real world. Say it. Read it again, please.
A real-life doll travels to the real world where they attract a rambunctious bioexorcist who, after repeating his name 3 times, appears and seems willing to help them out.
Bioexorcist.
Beetle.
Is that Candyman?
Beetle?
A real
Bioexorcist is Beetlejuice. That's right.
a real-life doll gets a
real
chance to
life
travel to the
doll.
real world.
I'm just like thinking of a Pinocchio beetle.
Yeah. Who's the real life doll one?
Where if he lies or lays, his nose grows. There's people screaming this one. This I feel for certain.
Okay.
I don't know why I said that. Like
This I feel for certain.
I've given
Heart,
up by
stay
the
steadfast in your
I feel for certain. There's people screaming thy name.
Hmm.
All right, guys, you ready? You want the answer to this one?
One more
gonna keep
clue.
guessing? All right.
Clue.
I mean, this one is a good portmanteau.
Okay. So. Juice.
Portmanteau.
That's the mashup thing.
It's like a good, like Wolf of Wally.
Yeah.
is-
Beetle Jumanji?
Beetlejuice is second. A real-life doll gets the chance to travel to the real world where they attract a rambunctious bioexorcist who, after repeating his name 3 times, appears.
Real life doll.
This doll thing is
Very famous movie.
okay.
Very successful movie.
What
Pretty
era?
recent movie.
Okay.
Chucky. Child's Play.
Chuck Beetlejuice. Child's Pladle Beetlejuice.
What
That felt weird to say. Playdle. I don't like saying child.
no,
I don't like
no.
saying child.
Child juice.
Oh,
Bar Beetlejuice.
Bar Beetlejuice is correct.
Oh,
What was-
Barbie.
Oh,
You don't like saying child's Playdle deedle?
I don't like child juice. That's
Let's
just
get the
breast
child
milk.
juice. Next up. We did that one. The CEO of Apple prepares for the launch of a few products while offshore shark terrorizes a small town.
Jobs.
Jobs is correct.
Good one, whoever.
Yeah, that one's real good. Jobs or Steve Jobs would have been accepted there.
Yeah.
Gonna need a bigger boat. Good thing I'm a billionaire and I can
We've
buy
got the whole boat
bigger
in the
screen.
palm of your hand.
Oh, yeah.
You guys remember that Burr bit where he goes, Nerd Jesus died this year? And he's talking about Steve Jobs. You got that video? He goes, Gandhi, Muhammad Ali, me.
I think I might have talked about this before. When I worked at Apple, Steve Jobs came into the store once while he was alive, and
Well, he's still alive. They've frozen him.
but when he died, we had to stop work to watch his funeral Coldplay concert.
What?
The store I worked the store is 24 hours a day. The Cube in New York City,
York?
and I got in trouble because I brought up at it how he could have been still alive if he would have listened to any doctor, rather than thinking bananas cured cancer.
Ugh.
Anyways,
Moron.
you get something. You got to feel like some, and he was the smartest billionaire.
Yeah.
He thought a banana was smarter than a doctor. They wear pajamas
Was that
all
a thing?
day.
That's how he died?
He had a very curable cancer that they caught very early on, and actually, whatever his position was at Apple had insurance, and I think he hit his out-of-pocket max and decided to.
He was all about fresh juices.
You know, he did a fruit cleanse literally for very curable cancer instead of remembering he had a daughter.
What an asshole.
He was like, it took him almost like dying to acknowledge his daughter. And
Lisa.
yeah. He's like, I don't have a daughter. I did coincidentally name a computer this.
Yeah.
Anyways, very influential man.
True.
Next up, a white suburban ballet dancer falls for a black hip hop dancer before she uses a drug to create a younger, more beautiful version of herself.
Save the last.
dance. Read one more time.
A white suburban ballet dancer falls for a black hip hop dancer before she uses a drug to create a younger, more beautiful version of herself.
Oh, I don't know if I've seen that drug one.
Is it
Pretty new.
the substance? Substance the last? Save the left substance?
Save the last substance is correct. Oh, you guys will have to watch a video on YouTube to see how disappointed Shane is when he realizes it. He's the only person I've seen come up with the proper answer and be mad that there is one.
That's just save the less substances.
All right, let me think. We got two more. These ones are both a little more difficult. A young couple travels to a remote island to eat at an exclusive restaurant ran by a man who once claimed to be from a unit of psychic soldiers who, amongst other things, kill animals with a fixed gaze.
Men who stare at goats.
A young
what's the
couple
menu?
travels to a remote...
Is that what that movie was called?
Yes.
The Menu?
Men who stare at goats.
The Menu Who Stare at Goats?
The menu stare at goats is correct. That's 2 points each right there. It is currently tied 8-8. Last one. A desperate cable channel decides to document the life of someone on a daily basis and lands on a laid-back video store clerk who has to move back in with his parents, and after fighting with his father and claim... I'm sorry, let me start this over. This one's hard to read. A desperate cable channel decides to document the life of someone who on a daily basis and lands on a laid-back video store clerk who has to move back in with his parents, and after fighting with his father, claims his father is molesting his younger brother.
Freddie Ed TV got fingered.
Fred TV got fingered is correct.
Oh, God.
Fred TV got fingered is correct. Bring Shane into the front here. I want to give a shout out to some of these titles were written by people on the Discord, fans of the pod here. Travis Orr, Masubi, J Frog with 2 G's. Thank you for some of the titles. Fred TV got fingered. All me. I just looked at the 2 of the DVDs I own, and
It's because Rip Torn and Owens had so much in common.
I want to make a list of we should do a March Madness bracket of actors with porn star names, and I'll open with Rip Torn.
He was. Have you ever read about him?
He's insane.
Yeah, he's the funnest person who may have ever
Yeah.
You talked about when he's in his 70s, he broke into a bank because he thought it was his house. He was so drunk. They just,
It was the bank.
yeah, he's like a crazy fucking person.
I bet he would have a vault in his home.
Yeah, he's perfect on Larry Sanders' show.
Yeah. He's really great. Great in dodgeball.
Yeah.
All right, next game we're gonna play.
I drink my own urine. Like, what is this even in here for? Let me take this beat. It's showtime, y'all.
I missed that.
That's Shane up to the streets.
Yeah.
This game is called Build the Perfect Movie. How it works is I will give you a category. You have to pick 2 movies from that category whose Rotten Tomatoes score it up to as close to 100 as possible without going over.
yeah, I love this
So
game.
you'll each pick your first. I'll give you your score, your first movie, then you'll each pick your second. We'll see who's closer to 100 without going over. The category we're going to go with first is, let's say, horror movies. So you have to pick 2 horror movies. Right now, Shane, you are winning, so you'll pick first. So pick your first one. John will pick his first. I'll tell you, oftentimes people's strategy is to try and do polarizing, like a high and a low, because sometimes it's hard to go right in the middle.
We
But
consider Alien a horror movie?
Oh, definitely.
Okay, good. Then I will pick Alien.
all right, Jono.
I'll do Child's Play. The first Chucky.
Child's Play. Alien.
Child's Play.
Alien.
All right, Alien is a 93%. So Shane, you need 7 or less.
It's going to be hard to get.
You got to think of the
something that's
worst
bad.
movie you can possibly think of, and it might be horror. And then Child's Play is a 64%. So
Okay.
Jono, you're looking for a 36.
Yeah.
And
36.
Jono, since you have more to make up, you'll pick first. Shane, be thinking of the worst horror movie you can. And Jono,
would you consider The Snowman a horror?
is that the Mr. Policeman movie?
Yes.
Oh, definitely.
Okay. I know that one's pretty bad. So
Is that what you want to go with?
Yeah, I'm going to go with that one.
All right, Shane.
I think it's Leprechaun 4, Leprechaun in
Oh,
Outer
Outer
Space.
Space. That's not bad. That's
Yeah.
great.
I bet I'm fucked here because I bet people are like, it's amazing.
Yeah, there's
Leprechaun 4
somebody
in
who's
space,
still into
some
physical
ironic-
media has
yeah.
really rated that up on
These are all critics scores here.
Oh, okay.
So Alien, here we go. Child's Play, 64%. The Snowman, 7.
Oh, that
God
would have done
damn.
it.
Would have been a good one for you.
Oh, my God.
And Alien is a 93. Leprechaun 4, 44%.
What is
Surprisingly
what?
high.
We really were on the other side of things.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were.
I will
we were
tell
so
you,
hot.
I think you suffered by a lack of reviews for Alien. if you went on there and gave it a bad rating now, it might pull you far enough down to win. It has 9 critics reviews.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah.
That's what?
And for some
older
reason,
movies
4
in
of
the
them were great.
80s and the 90s, because you had to be a verified critic, it's more difficult to review older non-classic movies and be taken and get yours into a serious sort of thing as a critic's review versus now if you apply through Rotten Tomatoes and all this. I wish I didn't know all this. Yeah. All right. So that is a win for Jono there. 3, 4, 5 points.
Conservative.
We are going to play another round of Build the Perfect Movie, but what we want to do this time, it's one of my favorite ways to play this game. The category pants on head. The category is sports movie, but you have to get 110%. Give it your all. So build the perfect sports movie
get
up
fucked.
to 110%. And Jono, you'll go first. You won that last
I'll start
one.
with a bad movie to hope set up the good one. Let's go with Draft Day with Kevin Costner.
I watched.
That's also a sci-fi one where they're trading multiple second-round picks.
it's a
to get their
sci-fi
first
one where the
overall.
Browns
Yeah,
are the
well,
winners.
Yeah, the Browns.
It solves their
make-
cat problem.
I watched a video of the Chargers GM a few years ago breaking down Draft Day, and just these guys are so. When you're that high up at your profession, he doesn't really seem to understand how movies work. But he's just that draft board would be wider. That's his only criticism of the entire movie.
That's so
and
funny.
not like he trades 7 picks back and forth twice.
Yeah.
To
But
get-
he's like, oh, that draft board would be wider.
I mean, the Chargers don't know how to draft, so that does track. It's like they're more about.
He's like, that guy doesn't look like he'll get hurt. So I don't think we would draft him.
yeah,
All right,
there's like a very it's a wild ass movie. The way
Yeah.
they trade they're like
it's working on Madden rules.
Yeah.
Where you're just like, I'll trade back.
Right.
He takes these
it's
back.
like he gets his picks back and another player
Right.
for these guys to trade down
And
6
picks
spots in a
first.
draft, and you're like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
That really only happens if you're the Bills trading the Chiefs the pick to take Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, wow.
Sports movie for Shane, your first one.
I am going to go with Major League.
Ooh, great one.
Maybe my favorite sports movie.
All right, draft day is a 60%.
What?
So you're looking for a fit.
It is. I will say it is watchable. It's not
I
a
think,
good. Yeah,
people reviewing these movies don't know these details.
Yeah,
that
they're
you're
not.
thinking about.
They're not.
There was.
the
You remember
NFL
that movie,
Network.
Grudge Match with Robert De Niro and Sylvester Stallone, where
Boxing
they're like
movie.
old boxers.
Yeah, yeah.
I remember like when they were running the commercials for that movie, there was a Twitter logo, and the tweets like you know that
These
were
aren't
positive
reviews,
about the
these
movie.
are tweets.
Yeah, but they were like just people. It was like Brian 6178 loved. Like
Says great gloves.
yeah.
Like even when they can't find a good review from
Yeah.
nobody, they could make a burner.
Yeah.
He's just like, was at it. All right.
AI won't let me write a positive review.
Draft day is a 60, so you're looking for a 50%, Jono. Major League is an 83, so you're looking for a 27. A
I have
sports
good
movie that's
taste in
27.
movies. I have good taste.
You have Shit, I'm too good of taste for your game.
Yeah.
So Jono, sports movie that's a 50 or less.
This is also a like cop action one, but The Last Boy Scout is.
It's a you can call it
It's
sports.
a
Matt.
sport.
He's holding a football in the poster.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted to see it as a kid.
Yeah,
All
they
say
say fuck so much in that movie.
That movie was
So that makes it for
ridiculous.
sports.
Yeah. Well, like I just remember like my dad watching. Like my dad let us watch whatever we want, but even he
Oh,
was just
hell
like,
yeah.
Jesus, they say fuck a lot. Yeah, yeah.
And
Get
then
a dog, Joe.
a 27 chain sports movie.
27. I'm gonna go with Major League 3, Back to the Minors. See if
Oh,
I can do
they
it within the
these
same franchise.
sequels. Yeah, I was thinking about doing another Kevin Costner one.
All right. Here we go. Oh, let me get the Last Boy Scout. Major League, 83%. Major League 3, 22%. That's 105. We're very close. Very good sports
It's
movie
gonna
there.
Have to be right at
Draft
50.
day, 60. Last Boy Scout, 46%. That's 106%. The closest round.
Oh, buzzer beater!
Wow. That one was a practice round, so no points.
I should get an extra point for same franchise.
I'll give you a point for same franchise.
See, this is like when they shake the balls in Major League 2.
Oh yeah. What is it?
That brings us to our final game today, which is called Guess What Movie Kyle's Dad is Describing, having only watched the movie and never having heard of the movie The Game.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Showtime. Yo, my man, move. Get off your iPad.
Turn the music down, turn my headphones up.
Turn the music.
How this game works is my dad watches a movie trailer. He describes what's happening in that trailer. You have to tell me what trailer it's a movie for. It can be any movie ever. Here we go.
Okay. This preview has been approved for all audiences.
Shane's
Really
pulling up
dark.
Shazam.
Now there's this rock. A lot of shots of stuff coming into the camera's view. It's round and on the ground. Oh, that's what that is. The other shots were too close up. Now it's opening, and the music is getting scarier.
Okay.
People running through tunnels of smoke. More shots of tunnels and them in helmets.
Okay.
A very quick shot of a cat. More tunnel running. Cat again. Screaming. Cat is then angry. Oh, I've seen that tagline before.
Oh my god, that's incredible.
Any guesses?
That's it.
That's it.
Tunnels running. There's that
Smoke, helmets, big rock, a cat.
Tagline.
Tag. Is it like
quick cut to
a
a
Quiet Place 2 or something?
No, I don't think the tagline to A Quiet Place 2 is too super famous.
It's on the ground. It's on. Does he say that, or it's on the floor? It's round. It's on.
Yeah, like it was like I thought like at first it was like Armageddon or something like that with a rock in
Yeah.
space or something, but a big rock.
When I went to Rock, I thought of The Rock.
Oh, yeah.
So
It's the Tooth Fairy.
yeah. Oh damn it! I've seen that tagline.
Tagline and cat would be what I would grab onto.
Okay.
And tunnels. Yeah, it's a pretty good description actually.
Smoke, tunnels. Oh, is it like? No.
I'll give you this hint.
Okay.
We've said the name of this movie today.
Oh no.
Draft day.
Is it Backdraft?
Kevin Katzner.
Ooh. Oh, the cat. I mean, there's a cat inside Llewyn Davis.
It's not that though.
Okay. Yeah, there's no rock in that one. Just rock and
Okay.
roll.
This preview has been approved for all audiences.
Does that not narrow it down?
It's really dark. Now there's this rock. A lot of shots of stuff coming into the camera's view.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
It's round
Close.
and on the ground.
Closer, but no.
Oh, that's what that is. The other shots were too close up. Now it's opening, and the music is getting scarier.
So it's
People running through tunnels of smoke. More shots of tunnels and
Sounds
them
like-
in helmets. A very quick shot of a cat.
Don't listen too much to the
More
rock.
tunnel running.
okay.
Tunnel,
Cat
smoke,
again.
cat,
Screaming.
Alien.
Cat
Alien is
screaming.
correct. Alien is correct.
Nicely done. What, you just gonna look at me after you hit the home run? You don't round the bases.
John just sits
flip.
straight.
Yeah,
he just
He
leaves.
just looked at me and goes,
Oh, that brings us here to the
It's
end of
an
the
alien.
episode. Shane has done 12 points. Jono gets 75 extra points for writing a script. Brings him up to 95 points for the day. Our winner, Jono Zalay, the winner of the podcast
Hard
today.
work pays off,
Congratulations. Please let everyone know where to find you and if you have any albums coming out next month. The only thing you're allowed.
At Jono Zalay on everything. I'll be in New York next week, and my album Beat Life to Death is coming out on November 7th.
Wonderful. Shane?
ShaneIsComedian.com, www. Jesus Christ, I ain't plugging. www.punchup.live/Shane Torres for tickets. I will be in Oxnard, California in November. I will be all through Louisiana in November. I'll be in Dallas Comedy Club the weekend of Thanksgiving. I'm on the road a lot. The Port in Baltimore, Woods End in Charleston, and I believe there is one. Portland, Maine will be at Empire Comedy Club. Those are my dates for the rest of the year. Check out my podcast called Coastal Idiots with Catherine Blandford and myself. It's a lot of fun.
Great. Thank you so much. Thank
I'm
you,
a
everybody,
loser.
for listening. I hope you have a wonderful day. We'll see you soon.
I've never seen it.